Hi, and welcome to PCast Live by Pocket Marketing Group. I'm Andy, and in this lesson, we're going to learn how to start and initiate PCast campaigns. Campaigns are all of the different things that we can broadcast through our PCast Live Pocket Broadcasting Network. Now, in many of the previous lessons, we've been working with P-cards, and P-cards are a kind of campaign, but there are 3 different kinds of campaigns, and I'm going to show them all to you right now. Let's go ahead and open a browser and log into our PCast Pocket Broadcast dashboard. And let's click on Beacons or PCasters in the menu on the left. Now remember back in lesson number 3, we assigned a PCaster to John Smith, who's a salesperson in the new car showroom at Jackson Kia of Los Angeles. Go ahead and click on John's name to open up that PCaster. Now, let's see what we have. His name, the serial number of the device itself, the location or the place where this PCaster has been assigned, and then a section here to set up the campaign. Now, we might choose to have no campaign at all. This will prevent your PCaster, the PCaster identified up here, from transmitting any kind of broadcast at all. After 7 days with no transmissions and no broadcast, the PCaster will go inactive. If you've got a PCaster that you want to save the battery life, you only use it once in a while for open houses or auto shows or sporting events every weekend, you can shut a PCaster down by giving it no campaign, and it saves your battery. Once you're ready to start broadcasting again, you'll select one of the 3 different kinds of campaigns. The PCaster will begin broadcasting immediately and will instantaneously become active. So let's look at our 3 campaign types. First, the custom URL. If you would like to use your PCasters to funnel traffic to your website or a specific page on your website, or maybe you want to drive traffic to your Pocket web app, maybe you want to send them to another P-card and link multiple P-cards together. You might want to use your PCasters to drive traffic to your Facebook or your LinkedIn page or any one of your social media landing pages. Simply type in the URL, the destination where you want them to go, when they receive your P-card. This custom URL campaign will send a P-card to people's phones or smart devices, and when they tap it or click it to opt in, they will immediately be directed to this website, this URL. The next campaign is the one we've been working on, the markdown cards. If you want to send a P-card through the PCaster to a smart device or a phone, select Markdown Card as the campaign type, and then select which card you want to assign to the PCaster that you're working on right now. Remember, this come in for a test drive card, which was for Jackson Honda of Naples, or we might want to assign to John Smith's PCaster, the one that we built in our graphic slicing design video, which looks like that. Select the P card, assign it to the PCaster, click Save, and you're broadcasting P-cards immediately. The third type of campaign is the form. Remember, in a previous lesson, lesson number 7, we learned how to create forms and surveys and interactive questionnaires. Now you can put a form on a P-card and set up a P-card campaign, or just send the form itself. Maybe you send a P-card to someone when they enter your service department with a PCaster at the front of the building, and then you send them a satisfaction survey form when they drive out the back of your service bay with a second PCaster on the other side of your service department. By just sending the form, it takes them directly to the form you built with the questions you laid out and allows them to enter the information you've requested and send it back to you. So we can have no campaign at all. We can transmit website addresses for social media, websites, Pocket web apps, or additional P-cards. We can send a P-card itself or send a form. Now, once you've selected your campaign type, you can preview it using this button here. For example, here's a preview of the survey form we built. And when you're ready to go, click the Save button on the bottom right-hand side of the campaign section of your screen. The minute you click Save, within approximately 30 to 60 seconds, the PCaster identified in this area here will begin broadcasting the campaign you've chosen. there is one more option under type, and it's not really a type of campaign, but it's a form of campaigning, and that is the scheduled campaign. Keep in mind that PCasters know a number of things about themselves. They know their name and serial number, they know where they're located, and they know what to transmit, whether it's a URL or a form or a P card. They also know what time of day it is and what day of the week it is. Now, PCasters can have as many P cards and as many campaigns as they want, but they can only broadcast one campaign at a time. So let's imagine you are a home seller. You might want to have one message sent on Saturdays and Sundays when you have open houses at the house you have for sale, and a different message sent Monday through Friday when the house may not be open, but if anyone drives by or peeks in the window, you definitely want them to get a message, maybe in a video tour of the home or a form they can send in asking for more information. If you're a car dealer, you may want to have one message scheduled for times when your dealership is closed, a different message scheduled for when your dealership is open, and maybe a third message that only goes out once a week when you're having your special family day where kids can come in and get their face painted, or maybe folks can come in and get a free hot dog or popcorn when they test drive a vehicle. Using the schedule option, you can make all that happen at one time. Select schedule as type, and then in this field here, select either a new schedule or one of the recurring schedules that you've already built. To create a schedule, simply select the type here and then click on Proceed. It'll open up a new page in your browser where you can define the name of your schedule. Maybe this is the Dealership Open or Open House Open schedule, which is different from the Dealership Closed or Open House Closed schedule. You could have a schedule called Weekdays where different things happen every day of the week. You might have a schedule called Morning Weekdays, which is different than afternoons, and another schedule called Weekends. Because your PCaster knows what time of day it is and what day of the week it is, you can set it to broadcast different types of campaigns by simply naming the campaign, defining the time zone. Here we have Eastern time zone, specifying which days of the week. In this case, let's say we want Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and specifying what time of those days you want the campaign to kick off. So let's say that on Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., we want to send this P card. And we can select the card. Then we set up another campaign for the same PCaster that says on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, let's turn those off, we want to send this custom URL. And again, you could have 3 or 4 campaigns on the same day just by setting the time, the beginning time and the ending time for each campaign. Now, if you don't set a schedule, or if you click all day, it will broadcast the same campaign all day on that day. If you don't set any schedule at all, if you go back, and let's cancel out of that, you select your PCaster, you select a campaign, in this instance, the Come In for a Test Drive P card, and you click Save. If you don't specify a time, it will broadcast or PCast this campaign at all times, 24/7, 365. So those are campaigns. A campaign is the type of message you're sending, a custom URL, a P card, or a form, or the option to schedule campaigns to turn themselves on and off on the same P card according to a specific time of day or day of week. And that's PCasting. You've built your P cards, you've sliced them, you've stacked them, you've formatted them, you've added your content, you've set up your beacons or your PCasters and assigned them places and locations, and now this final step. Assign the campaign to the PCaster, click Save right here. It'll save it. It will confirm that it's been saved. and you're off and PCasting immediately. That's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for PCasting.